Hello, I'm Lindsay Schoolcraft, and these are my top 5 favorite gothic metal album covers. Number 5 is a weird one. This is the Great Cold Distance by Catatonia, and it's just so simple. My sister and I jokingly called this guy Salad Fingers, because he kind of looks like salad fingers, but when you get into listening to the album, which is very dark and moody, pulled me through a lot of hard times, it just kind of makes sense. And I know that Catatonia, up until this point, kind of followed this theme with their artwork, but I just love the simplicity of it, because I feel like it's simple but powerful, just like Catatonia's music, especially this album. So that's my number 5. Number 4 is a classic. I had to include it in here for many reasons. It's Midian by Cradle of Filth. This just, to me, screams the year it was out, nostalgia, Halloween, and it actually matches the sound of the music perfectly. This is my favorite Cradle of Filth album. So it's got that old 90s vampire aesthetic going on. It's ridiculous, but I love it. I won't lie. I actually pulled a lot of my stage imagery when I was in the band. I pulled it from the artwork. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get dressed like that, and I'm gonna wear horns like that. And you know what? Like, sure, it's my whole life. It's my whole aesthetic now. Oh no, who am I? I don't know anymore. But I just think this cover is so iconic. I've seen it tattooed on many, many people. My condolences to your bank account. And it's amazing. And if you haven't heard this album, I highly recommend checking it out while looking at the cover art, because it's a perfect match. Now we're on to number 3. This is a weird one, and I had to really think about this one if I wanted to include it, but it makes sense. This is The Heart of Everything by Within Temptation. I'd say, and I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble for this, this was like their last gothic-esque album, and then they just kind of teleported into changing their genre and their sound a little bit, and that is fine. But this cover, the colors, the imagery, if you listen to the songs, the lyrics, and you follow through, go on the listener's journey of this album, it just all matches up and makes sense, and I think it just matches it perfectly. And if you see some of their music videos, it's like aesthetically on point as well. Number 2, also gonna get in trouble for this one, but it had to be brought up, is The Open Door by Evanescence. I have, as you can see, abused the crap out of the CD. It is actually my favorite album ever. So that's might be part of the reason why it's here. But the aesthetic of this album actually truly did match the music. But it's so beautiful. It's got like this old kind of medieval print book look, and it's got some, some photos in there, but some artwork. And I think there's actually a behind the scenes of how they did this. Like, they actually did make this ridiculously big door and shot Amy in front of it, and then applied all the digital stuff later. But everything down to the vines, there's like little symbols in there of doves and bird cages and umbrellas. It's just, if you know the songs and you've listened to the album, you would agree that this artwork entirely matches it. And it's a great gothic metal album. Okay, and number 1, I lost my copy, but number 1 is October Rust by Typo Negative. And you just look at it and you're like, yeah, you just feel the nostalgia. And again, it's so simple. It's just these vines, right? And it's like, I would totally get it printed on a canvas and hang it in my house, because it's just so iconic. And you listen to that album and you're like, yeah, green and black, this works for this music. It's dark, it's mysterious, it kind of matches like the whole persona that Pete had going on. So it's my number 1. It's probably my number 1 gothic metal album too. And there you have it.